Loops in Python set number 5. Program list continued. Now, where is the program list? Here is the program list. And in the program list, I can tell you that question number 5 was done in the previous video, in which this number 6 is very close to the one in number 5, as it is also printing the multiplication table of 10 from 10 to up to n terms, that means from 1 to n. So if I make it a multiplication table with p as 10 and print them side by side with the upper limit going up to n, how will you do that? Here I present before you the next program of question number 6. In this, I am taking input of the number and the upper limit. The upper limit is n, that means up to n plus 1 my range is going. The multiplication of p and r is taking place. Now note here, what is the work of r and what is the work of n? N is only the limit. That means n is happening only one time. That means n is working as the range upper limit. Okay. And r is doing the traveling. R is traveling one by one from the first value of the limit to the last value of the limit. Therefore, r is getting multiple values one after another. Because of that, inside the loop, whatever activity is happening, that takes place so many number of times. That is why a loop is seen as a circle. You know why a circle? Because again and again the same work is done as long as the limits are valid. So here result is calculated by multiplying p and r, and then that is printed. Okay. So, if I show you the output of this, which I have kept ready for you for your fast view, and we can do more questions in the time. Therefore, here I will say the output says if I enter 8 as the upper limit and if I start with 10, I will see that it will show me the multiplication table this way. But you know what? There is another approach of doing the same work. Let me show you that approach also. Right, now look into this program and the output. Do you think the output is different? One more term, I have run it once again with 9. But do you think the code is same? Do you think so? Because you may have to pause the video or go back few seconds and check the previous program with this. And you see this program has got a totally different kind of code. What is happening in this one? In this one, you are adding the term every time and modifying it with the term with the next time p added to it. That means first time when it is 10, then 10 is printed, and then with 10 you are adding 10, that is bringing 20. Then 20 is printed, then to the 20 you are adding 10 and making it 30, printed. 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 10, 50. So you see there is no multiplication involved in this. So the previous term is added with p. P is the first number. Now this gives the effect of multiplication because multiplying 10 with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is one of the way, and adding 10 to the result every time is another of the way. Okay. Now I can also show you one more round of output with this, which will also give you the effect. Say p is 12 and suppose n is 7. See what effect do you get? 12 plus 12 is 24, that plus 12 is 36, that plus 12 is 48. So here we are not multiplying. We are not multiplying 12 with 5. We are adding 12 to 48. Okay. So please take time and figure it out once on your own, as this result of the program is giving the same effect of multiplication, but in this program we are not multiplying. Okay. So keeping this in list, I would like to go to the next one, which is here in the program list. It says 1, then 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, then 32, then 64. So what do you think? Are they directly coming with some calculation or are they coming from the previous term? Now, I would like to show you one table. That table will help you in figuring out how the numbers are coming up. Okay. Here, see, there is a table of term number and term value presented. Now, look at them carefully and let me know whether the term values are easily connectable to the term numbers or they are better connected with the previous term value. Pause the video, think on it once again and then look further. Okay. So, if the term value you find is better connected to the previous term from the second term onwards, then you see after 32, 64 is coming easily with 34 into 2 instead of getting 7 processed in some way or other, right? So I would like to show you this code right here. So what I did in this one is I just multiplied it with 2 because the next term that is going to get printed is going to be the previous term into 2 and nothing else. So the previous term multiplied by 2 is the next term. In this way, every time a term is getting printed, the next term is waiting. Waiting by creating itself by multiplying the current term with 2. So the term into 2 is the next term. Now let me show you the output of this code once, which will bring, bring the answer once in front of you. See, I have entered the first number as 1 and I have entered the upper limit as 8. So what's coming as output is 1, 2, 4, 8, into 2 is 16, into 2 is 32. So first time 1 because that is the value in P. The next time, the term is growing. How is the term growing? The term is growing with the help of the product of the previous term. Now I would love to show you once again by entering the first term as 5. If I enter the first term as 5, what do you think will happen? I need to give you the number of terms. I'll leave it same as 8. And you see, first term is 5, next term is 5 into 2, 10. Then is 10 into 2, 20. Then is 20 into 2, 40. That into 2, 80. So you can see in this way, you are again getting the numbers which are multiples of 2 from the previous term. They are all not uniformly growing with the term number or the variable r. Okay, so this will help you to plan the varieties of series that are going to come up. Okay, coming up in the next video with the rest of the programs of the program list. Okay.